is happening, fellow explorers? Well, this week I am at Alta Mesa Memorial Park, located in Palo Alto, California. Now, I've been looking up pictures of this place online and it looks pretty darn interesting. So let's go check it out. What we have in here is a nice little area for cremated remains. Not bad. I'm liking this. Very, very pretty. This is very, very beautiful in here. Very, very nice so far, and I haven't even really gotten out to the cemetery part yet. This place has several mausoleums. We're gonna probably explore them. There's more than one. There's like 3 or 4 mausoleums up in here, and there's some notable people buried in this cemetery, and I'm gonna do my best to try to find them. Find a Grave app has them marked where I could use my GPS to get to their graves. So that's going to be an interesting little adventure getting that done also. But I'm going to look at the regular stuff first for a little while, and then we'll get to the notable stuff in a little while. This place has a lot of very interesting, beautiful wooded, tree-covered areas, which I'm really digging because today is a pretty warm day. This is a pretty interesting thing. William W. Price, bird lover. And it's a bird bath that his stone is, which that's pretty cool. Never seen that before. This one's nice. You can tell this one gets frequent visits by the family. Nice flowers put there fresh. There's a nice wreath. Brown. Now, I looked this family up and I couldn't find anything on this family. This little private area is very, very old, as you can tell. I'll zoom in on what's back there, but I don't think this thing has been opened in years. There's a nice little cross window back there. It's all wet inside. Old iron gate. And in the back there looks like there's kind of like a little altar or something, and some of the statues have fallen down onto the ground. There's some candle holders, and on the floor there, a square box in the back. It has a name on it. That could be cremated remains also, but yeah, this has been years since anybody's been in here. Here is the final resting place of Ebbe Hettinger, a builder in California. He was the youngest of two children born to Benjamin Frank and Sarah Ebbe Hettinger, the former born near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the latter, a native of Wayne County, Ohio, married Tilly Weishar on November 30th, 1890 in Mayfield, California. So old Ebbe here was a builder, and he is with the Weishar family too, also in here. This is a very, very interesting, awesome old one. Ebbe's at the top on the left there. And then his wife Tilly is right below him, right there on the left also. It says on Find a Grave, when I looked up the grave, that there is not a photo. The photo is missing, and I can add a photo, which I think I'm gonna do. Well, that's the best I can do. So we'll hit the old upload button and see what happens in a minute. I might add a couple more. I'm not sure if I'm able to, of the maybe the face plates too, of him at least. And there's the other photo I did of his face plate. Well, that was my first Find a Grave photo entry. When I happened to be at that grave and I had looked up to see who that was, I noticed that there was no photo. It was there, but there was no photo. So I took a couple photos for the Find a Grave app. So how'd I do in those photos? Did I do okay for some of you more seasoned Find a Grave veterans? I'm gonna have to drive to different parts of the cemetery. It's pretty big, so we're gonna have to drive this one. There's plenty of ample parking here, so I have no problem moving my car. It's the cemeteries that don't have a whole lot of parking on the roads and stuff inside of it is where I hoof it a lot and walk. I like the stone cover to this one grave. This area is very interesting. I'm going to explain why in a second, but right here coming up is the final resting place of David Packard and Lucille Packard. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard the last name Packard before in the computer industry. He was a co-founder of Hewlett Packard with William Hewlett. It's David Packard right there. Now, what makes this area more interesting around here is that word has it, and I Googled this and I found this in several different places, that Apple CEO Steve Jobs is buried around here near David and Lucille in an unmarked grave. I guess that was the request of the family, that Steve Jobs be buried in an unmarked grave. But no one knows exactly where. They just say that it's near David and Lucille Packard. There's been a ton of people in here, I heard, trying to find him. And cemetery general manager tells everybody if they tell him that they're there to find Steve Jobs, he tells them good luck. So people can have something to go to and kind of leave a kind word. In the cemetery office, there is a guest book for Steve Jobs that you can write something in a guest book and leave a message for him. So you at least have somewhere to go to pay your respects to him. But nobody is divulging the location of Steve Jobs' grave, which I find interesting. It's a trip, you know, but I guess that was the request of the family. But he's somewhere around here. David and Lucille Packard right here, and they say he is somewhere around here in Unmarked. I mean, there's something over here, but I don't think this is not it. This is something right here. This is where a stone was removed. There was a stone there, but I know that's not it. But they're saying somewhere in this area. That is probably one hell of a challenge trying to find it. But the only people that know, I'm sure, are the cemetery staff and people in the office, and then Steve Jobs' family. They're the only people that know. Other than that, you got to go to the office and sign the guest book to pay your respects. Very intriguing, though. I would love to be the one to find it. But even if you found it, how would you know it was really him anyway, right? Now, after that last part, I did a little bit more digging. I originally had heard that it was near David Packard's grave. And I did a little bit more reading on it, and supposedly it's actually not there. It's kind of over. Supposedly, according to some map that was posted on the internet, you know, well, you know, is it legit? Who knows? But supposedly that there is a map posted on the internet somewhere that I found that supposedly shows you the location of Steve Jobs' grave, but it's just one of those unknowns that we don't know for sure. I mean, you know, I was reading spots, he was near David and Lucille Packard. Now I'm finding another map that's over here, not too far from here, around the corner, by where the cremation spots are, the cremation area is. There's supposedly like a little area over there on the map. So let's go over there and just for the hell of it, look for it. According to the map, it's probably somewhere, you know, in this area, being it's unmarked and everything. I mean, who knows, you know? It could be over here too. It's the map kind of shows where the cremation area is over here, and it kind of shows out here. So it could be anywhere in either one of these sections. Who knows? Could even be over there. I mean, it could be anywhere around here. People are just posting stuff, but they're not for sure. No one is, but the family and the cemetery itself. Well, that wraps it up for this video. Found David Packard's grave. Possibly found an area or areas supposedly where Steve Jobs' unmarked grave supposedly is. It was one hell of a day. There's still more stuff to cover here at this cemetery. I'm gonna go and look for some more stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon. Therefore, you can be notified of all of my future uploads, fellow explorers. Thank you for watching, and I'll be talking to you very, very soon.